Okay, Coach, it's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
Come on, fellas.
Got it.
53 is the mic.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
25, check 25.
Five.
Check 31, check 31.
Throwing on first down. Fitzgerald. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. We wanted excitement. How's that for excitement on the very first play?
Yeah, they had it in their head they were going to test the secondary right off the bat, but they were up to the challenge, and he had a convoy in front of him. I thought he was going to bring it back all the way. Instead, they'll settle, and that's really a wrong word, isn't it? They'll settle for really good field position.
Here goes Sack.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 15-yard line.
50.
Here goes Sack.
55. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Yo, ladies.
Kill.
Red 80. Hey, Haywood.
Now Darnold. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game, it leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Check 53 Mike. Check 53 Mike. Ready?
Now.
53 Mike.
Look, squeeze. Hey, Sam off. Ready?
Throwing on second and long. Fitzgerald. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Go.
Watch out. Spons. No.
X3. 218. Chop. Lead grip.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Watch the boot.
Ready?
A first down throw, Darnold. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
55.
Lady.
55. Hey, eat.
Hey, Zoo.
And Darnold just beating the play clock. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Check. Go. Ready? So we got motion. Back up. Check. 55 to Mike. Check. 50.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Found his target, it's Anderson. 23 yards on the play.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41.
Hey, Team 6.
Darnold from the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Time to go.
Young lady. Ready? Here we go.
2nd down and 10. Darnold. That one complete to Anderson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold got an open man. It's Ratley. And He's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 14.
Let's go. 27 yards. And the Jets, first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
55. Check, 55. Mike. Hey. Alert flare.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Darren Waller there to make the grab. And the Jets will extend their lead. That's two really excellent drives for them to start this ballgame, both ending with touchdown passes.
In big picture, they look great, don't they? Like a well-oiled machine right now. But let's down focus a little bit and talk about the guy calling the signals and throwing the passes. He is playing with precision right now, scanning the field and making excellent throws.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 80 weapons. Under 10. Leo. Step.
They'll run with Scott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
On the ready.
53 Mike. Check, 53 Mike.
Hey, orbit.
Check.
Pilot, 64, weak.
To throw on 3rd down. Fitzgerald. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Look at me. Door.
Check 3.
Go out. Hey.
Tighten up.
Get it.
They'll try and throw for it here. Open man there is Malone. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
53. Mike, 53.
Protein spill. Go. Hey, exit.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
You gotta get moving, man. Man moving. You gotta get that.
Hey, Delta.
Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Back to throw. Fitzgerald. He wants it all for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 20.
Greystone, Travis.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Darnold. And Anderson's got it. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Darnold now to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
At the 50-yard line.
– 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Come on now. Motion, 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 motion. Mike.
They'll try the right side with Bell. Able to push his way through. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Let's see what you got.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Yeah. Number 53.
Second and 5. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. First and 10.
Here we go. Set. 8, read. Hold.
Hey, we got to get this stop here.
Now.
53.
Hey, Haywood. Now.
On first down, Fitzgerald. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Hey, high 7.
Come on.
Hey.
53 is a mark. 53. Check 53.
Throwing again. Fitzgerald. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey.
To throw is Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now a draw play. This is Bell. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Tavecchio puts this one through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach?
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Darnold, that's complete. It's Bell.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Check, check, check. Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield. Check. Red 80. Check. 55 to Mike.
Out of the shotgun. Here's Darnold. Open man is Anderson. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Here we go.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Darnold now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10.
Showing it. Showing it. Deuce, deuce.
X3, 218, chopper.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Ryan Anderson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Ladies. Mike 55. Mike 55. Watch the curve. Watch the
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ryan Anderson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Check safety, check
Stand, stand.
Watch the shit. Hit it.
On second down now, Griggs. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Hey, lock it. Yo, 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 go, go.
That's me.
Fire.
On first and 10, Fitzgerald. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Josh Malone. And it's second down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. To throw again, Fitzgerald. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for
Look at
it.
me. Zipper.
Watch twist. Hey, alert 3.
Look, squeeze.
626.
Hey, Sam off. Ready?
They're going to try and throw. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On second and 12, Darnold under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Chris Jones picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Mike.
Hey, zoom.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Able to find Waller, that's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Here's Darnold. Binds, and it's a touchdown for the Jets. Sam Darnold saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Jets will extend their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown.
And oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense.
They don't want it, boys. They don't want it. They don't want it.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points.
And that's caught inside the 35. There he goes right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Boston Scott, 77 yards. And the Bills cut into that lead. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
53's mine.
From the gun, Fitzgerald to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Jets take over.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Red 80.
On first down, it's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. The Jets on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Lady. Young lady. 55.
Here's Darnold. Now he's flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Darnold on the keeper. Incomplete on the throwaway.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Throwing on first down. Fitzgerald. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Hey, Orbit. Greystone, travel.
Throwing again. Fitzgerald. He'll let it go deep for Foster. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, and it's third down. The Bills on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Fitzgerald. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran around.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
You better talk to your boy. You better protect him.
47-yard line.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Get off the field. No. Off.
Here we go. Check him off. Check the call.
This is Bell. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
Check 55. Check 55 to Mike. Check 50.
Yo, 80. 6 man. Check curls.
Mike,
Here we go.
Darnold from the gun. He finds his target. It's Crowder. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
That one complete to Anderson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets will extend their lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
And now here is another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Now this one complete to Robert Foster. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Go now. 50, plant. Hey, echo. Let's get it together, D. Let's go.
On 1st down, Fitzgerald. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 27. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Topper!
Watch the screen. Lady.
Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Darnold. Flush to his right. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Darnold. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They'll run on first down. It's Bell. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. Eluding the pressure right. Got an open man, it's Ratley. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
that's caught inside the 20. A big play here for the Bills. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Operating from the gun, Fitzgerald. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Fitzgerald. Open man here is Foster. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. Fitzgerald. And he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said,